I hope you guys are ready for a fresh video. We get quite a bit of shuffling done and some work too. Temporary fuel system setup, temporary permanent. The rat is in there somewhere. I hope you guys enjoy. Whew. Here we go. We've had a ton of flooding. The water's up, but it's got that little causeway that lets the water out. Ooh, slipped. Ooh. First thing in the morning, I ran my errands. I got my coffee. I'm listening to Princess Bride audiobook, and I'm walking around the lake before work. Why not? So last week we got the transmission tunnel cover started and well, maybe finished that. But one thing I have been thinking about is my dash. I took my dash out early in this build, painted it, painted the steering wheel. I still got to do the steering column and a couple other things, but the radio is terrible. I mean, it will not, that's what I tried to clean up. It will not clean up, and it's going to make the dash look absolutely awful. But luckily, Tim sent me this radio, and you can see it will clean up nicely. I am very, very appreciative of this. It's really the thing that was stressing me out the most about my interior was the radio looking so ugly compared to the rest of the dash. So again, thank you very much, Tim, for sending me this. I cannot wait to convert it to Bluetooth and get some beautiful green lights, nice bright green lights for this. Awesome. This is it's like a diamond ring in the jewelry box of the dash. Super important. Thank you, Tim. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mark this part of the floor. And I'm going to chop this out. I think that should work. Yeah. Chop this out and plop the fuel cell in here. I'm not going to keep this hump. I don't know that I'm ever going to put the factory fuel tank back in here. I might just keep a fuel cell in it. I'm gonna vacuum some of this stuff out of here, maybe. All right, I've got this thing temporarily set in here because remember, I've got a lot of work left to do in the trunk. I just want to see if we're going to pull any fuel up to the front. I still got to change my carburetor and everything too. Make sure I have no leaks. course. I need to charge the battery. I forgot about that. I don't know if we're pumping fuel yet. Just a little grease. Figure that one out. Okay, it's starting to pump fuel. This truck does not run very good. Wish me luck. We got the thunder rolling in. We've got another big storm system coming this way today. So I got to finish shuffling things around. Don't want everything to get too soaked. So what I'm going to do is get the Plymouth out, get the 59 Buick up on the lift finally. I was trying to get this all done last week and this week, but the weather just kept fighting me every day. I wanted to get it done. I don't really want, obviously my Plymouth out in the rain, but if I got to do it real quick, I can do it real quick. So that's where we're at right now. Drop this thing down. I got to use the jack to scoot it over a little bit, and then I'll just back it straight out the door. If it starts raining before I get it backed out, then I'll just wait for the rain to blow over. I don't think it's supposed to last more than 45 minutes or so. And then once I get this area by the door here, talking to nothing. Once I get this area by the door here cleared up and this Buick is out of the way, I'm gonna bring the Plymouth back in, and I need to go ahead and commit to finishing the cabin area. So I'm gonna pull the dash. Let's go over here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the dash now that I have a nice radio. I'm gonna convert my radio to Bluetooth. I'm gonna finish welding up all the floors, all the floors. I'm gonna finish welding up all the floors. I'm gonna pull the front clip back off. I got a few things to finish and fix up there on the inside of the front clip. Then I'll put the fenders back on and start some metal repair work on the fenders. I want to get my quarters welded up 100% and ground down and in primer. And then the last thing I'm going to do is finish up the inner fender wells on the underneath of like the quarters and stuff. I'm going to finish up all that stuff in the trunk area last, because I can still start test driving this thing if I just finish out this cabin area. I could make a firewall there, and we'll worry about the trunk area later. Let's get it to where we can kind of drive this thing around a little bit. So let's get this thing lowered down, see if this rain comes in or not. I'm not sure. The wind's starting to blow, so we might get a storm. I've had the battery on a charger, so we should be good now. Oh. I guess we got a good storm coming in. I never really lose power at the house, but this is a little different. My internet must be out. The cell service here is absolutely terrible. If you do not connect to my internet, you will not be able to do anything. I gotta shove it over a little bit. The floor is very uneven underneath. It's all busted up. But it won't really clear the pterodactyl if I don't do it this way. That went fairly smoothly. Okay. Still is not raining yet. So let's go take a look at the weather. The pterodactyl is almost done. I'm going to try to get my kid to come down Monday and paint him with me. Yeah. It's nothing yet. Well, the rain is pushed in, so we'll try to wait it out. See if we can swap these cars around. So airplanes fly over here pretty often. And when I can catch them on film, I do. You know, I like airplanes. I like everything that goes. So yesterday I was filming an airplane, and I caught a UFO. Okay, I don't know what it is, but it's this little black speck that flies by. I thought it was a fly or a bird or something, but it goes over top of the airplane. And it was a large airplane, so whatever it was way up there. So I'm gonna go ahead and splice that in here real quick, because every time I get something weird or paranormal, I always clip it in these videos. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that for you now. Hopefully you enjoy it. All right, so I zoomed it in for you here. As this was happening, I wasn't, hear more thunder in the background here. As this was happening, I didn't realize what it was. When I saw it in the camera, you know, in my screen, I thought it was a bug or something flying by. And it wasn't until I lost focus of it and I went back to film the plane that I realized that, you know, something weird was going on. And I went back to the footage and I saw that whatever this was went over top of the airplane, and I thought it was neat, so I included it here in the video. I hope you enjoyed that bizarre trip into lunacy that is my degenerating psyche. Let's see if we can get this thing out of here. I'm going to use the jack and slide it over a little further. It's so hard to see over here. I don't want to hit anything. Well, yeah, I'll definitely make it out, but I have plenty of room. I just don't want to risk knocking the wing off the pterodactyl or something. Also, those squeaky belts are getting on my nerves. I gotta resolve that issue. Whew. Kitty, kitty. Oh, wow, okay. I didn't know that it was going to follow it. You guys didn't think I'd make it that easy, did you? Okay, let's get this Buick up off this rotisserie. There we go. So this is also going to catapult the 59 Buick build going forward. You can expect regular, probably weekly updates on this, as well as the 58 Plymouth. Among other things, I really need to kick it into high gear and really start just hammering through this work. So that is the plan going forward. So, hope you guys enjoy that. I'm going to get this rotisserie busted down and put away, and maybe we'll get to tearing down the Plymouth. It's getting late, but it's Friday, so I can stay here a little late if I need to. Okay. I guess I'll let you guys enjoy the view of the Plymouth for a minute. Oh, hang on, sorry. Enjoy the view of the Plymouth for a minute while I get this rotisserie torn apart. Grab my giant wrench and my hammer here. We are good to go. I'm listening to some Public Image Limited. That's Johnny Rotten's band after the Sex Pistols. It is his best work. Excellent, excellent stuff. Highly recommended. Highly, highly recommended. Okay, I've decided that since it's getting late, and I spent most of my day, of course. There we go. Whew, I should get my tools out of here. Since I spent most of my day shuffling the shop around, I'm going to go ahead and dump some gas in the Plymouth. And just take it outside and get a couple more beauty shots maybe maybe I can get my camera to track the car better. I've figured out some of the settings. If you go into the phone, it's a little better, so. Before I didn't do much outside videoing of it running and driving because it only had a gallon jug hanging under the off the fender and never even had a full gallon in it, so let's see what we can do. I gotta adjust that soon. All the clamps hanging off this thing's hilarious. Yeah, we don't have any rain right now, so I might as well have a little fun. If it'll lock to the thing. Oh, I gotta change the setting. Forgot about the squeaky belts. Nope, it didn't track me at all. That's okay. I probably should have cleaned off my windshield. Did not track me. It's funny. I can't see out of my windshield, by the way. That's no better. I lost one of my C-clamps. Whoops, we're all spinning all over the place. I'm just having fun out here. All right, it's time to put this thing away. I mic'd the exhaust last time, but I forgot to turn the mic on, so I'll all you hear is gravel crunching. All right, I'm gonna call it a video on that. I didn't get a lot of work done, but I had to get some shuffling done, and now I got to get some cleaning done Monday, and we will hit the ground running on the, wherever it is, 59 Buick and the 58 Plymouth. This thing is done. Block it out, it's over. I got to thank the channel members before I forget, so let's go do that, and then we are out of here. All right, so from Z-Man to Sly Guy 2000, all these folks are up to 2 months, which they might have been up to 2 months for a while, and I forgot to add it. So sorry about that. So we got Sawdust and Cigarettes, Bluegrass Rusted Revamps, Foo Bar Model Yard, Hell's Damned, George Faber, Joe Francis, Mark Murphy, Raymond D, Z-Man, Gen X Rising, Ben Johnson, Carl Coffrin, Josh Long, Sly Guy 2000, I've lost my Sharpie, so Terry Dooling, Craig Allen, Martin Kiska, Stinkbug and Draven Lee, Fried Pig Nickel, I tried to get through it without laughing, I said it wrong, Fried Pig Nipples, Moomster, Zane Nash, Morgan Lagai, 57 Savoy Fins, and we got a new guy, Ken Hoggard. I had to do everything with pencil. We lost a Keen. Sorry we lost you, buddy, but I appreciate your month of support. Same with Diabolical 58. I appreciate you guys ever being members. Very cool. I will definitely, I will always appreciate everybody that becomes a member. Whether you come or go, I thank you. Real quick, I don't like to get anybody's name wrong, so is it Hoggard, Ken, or is it Hogard? It just looks like Hoggard to me. Let me know. So remember, this mess is all your fault, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and take care. I'm out.